Alright guys, this is gonna be another episode for this YouTube channel, and I really want to talk about this. And I want to give you my experience with details if I can, right? I'm not really a great communicator, but I really wanted to let you know about this. I'm 25 years old and I have my first daughter last year. And as a 25-year old, I want to let you know what experience having a daughter. Right, in 2023, my wife told me that she was pregnant. I was in shock. I was having a roller coaster. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, and it's not like we had planned to have a baby, right? And obviously, there's a saying, just like Charlie Kirk said, if you play certain games, you get certain prizes, and that's what I got. But one of the biggest challenge when it comes to having a newborn or baby is to have truly patience. I've been meditating for years, and I never thought that having a baby would challenge me to have a lot of patience. And I realized how immature I was because I was trying to be focused on myself all the time. I have my own habits, and it changed my whole habits basically because I used to read, I used to go to the gym, I used to have my own diet, and a lot of things change, right? And it's you're capable, and I want to let you know that you're capable of managing your habits even though you have a baby, right? Back then I didn't have a really strong advice. I didn't have like a some sort of uh, help to guide me when it comes to having a baby while you can do your own habits, right? And I can tell you and guarantee that you can work on your habits. And basically, having a baby impact my life. I didn't grow up having a loving family, and I didn't know how to love properly. And when I have my firstborn, I cried when I see my baby. And as she was growing, it was beautiful, but at the same time, it was a little bit overwhelmed because I realized that a lot of things that I used to love, I couldn't do it. You have to sacrifice for some time because, you need to take care of your baby, right? I didn't have a daycare. I didn't have someone who can help me out. Obviously, when you're at the hospital, they will teach you, and then you're out. It's by your own. But there's some great resources that you can look through Google, YouTube videos, or I think there's events for fathers that you can go and see and check it out for in case you're planning to have a baby. And I met so many young parents. I met some young dads who are 18 years old, same thing for the mom. And it seems that they get overwhelmed. It seems that you know, some people, maybe it wasn't the right time for them to be parents. And I see that a lot. And that leads to a lot of burning, it leads to overwhelm, it leads to making wrong choices. And that's the reason you see on the news having a lot of parents sacrificing their child or doing stupid things that they shouldn't be doing. And I understand, right? Because I know that when you have a baby, it changed a lot. You're not the same anymore. And I was just the same thing. I was in a dark place because it took me a lot of my time. The things that I used to love, I couldn't do it, and I didn't have someone who could help me out and give me a hand. And obviously, it was really hard for me. And there's a lot of things that you look at the baby and you start having negative thoughts. But I just have this thought, that a baby is the creation of God image. And I used to pray a lot that God would help me out and open my own eyes to how to take care of my baby because I didn't knew how to take care of a baby back then. It was hard for me. And same thing for my wife, and she go wrong and the late nights because you have to feed your baby when they are newborn. So, but it was a beautiful experience. Now she's 9 months old, and it truly changed my life. As I saw her growing up, I fell in love with my baby. It's a tiny human being that needs your care, needs your attention, needs your love. And I've never been so happy. Truly, I tell you that. I used to have a really bad traumas, having gone through so much things. I've been through hell, and I never have in my life a really good happy day. I never had a really good, you know, um, I just never had something good for myself all these years of my life until I met my wife, have a baby. And I'm not saying to have a baby. I'm saying that from my own experience, I realized that I was able to learn how to love, how to be more mature, because it requires a lot of responsibilities on how to take care of your baby, changing diapers, and you have to be mentally strong in order to take care of them. And I know it could be frustrating, and it was frustrating to me. And but seeing the beauty of my baby, seeing that the grow that it gave me, it was really worth it. And I don't regret having a baby. I'm happy to have a baby. I'm really happy that I was blessed. And I truly tell you guys, for the young parents out there that they're expecting to have a baby, maybe you guys didn't plan to have a baby, but don't be afraid that God will provide for you. Ask for guidance, pray for the Lord, and He will guide you. My baby is about to be 1 year old, and she's amazing. She's happy. I'm happy. And even though I didn't have the right advice or teachings on how to become parents, I was able to manage. I was able to really grow and learn, and I'm really happy. And this is my experience, right? Having a baby is a lot of work. I tell you guys that you always have to have a lot of patience, be mindful, have a lot of awareness, and be conscious, because you are taking care of a little human being. And thank you for watching this video, guys. Appreciate it. See you to the next one.